Here we go. I feel like I want to take this down. I can't. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, hold on, you guys.
I need more blankets.
I'm gonna build my little pedestal here. Oh. All right, there, that's much better. We were trying to make some changes so that the lighting was better and such. So welcome this morning. I'm so grateful that you are all here as always. And it's a very special day as always. Every day is a special day, right? But we have the summer solstice here. And I had this image this morning in my meditation that everyone was dancing together. That there was this gorgeous, gorgeous dance that began. And in that dance, we kind of took a moment to look around and see each other. And we just wanted to have a party. We just wanted to celebrate. And maybe that's so much of what's happening right now is it's time to celebrate. It's time to really get to know each other and to understand each other. And in this celebration of each other, we're going to dance. It's just an ecstatic dance. And so today we have some live music. We're going to share a little bit of dance. Now, I'm not going to have you guys dance. I know I do have you do that often, but I'm not going to have you do that. We are going to move in that radiant energy that allows us to connect not only to our own sun energy, but to the sun energy of each other. And I've been reading to you guys from the Radiant Sutras, which is such a powerful book. This is verse 87 and 88, actually verse 88. Wander and wander to the point of exhaustion. Whirl until you lose all control, and dance until you're ready to drop. And then drop, fall to the earth, and surrender to the swirl of sensation surging through your form. Dissolve in awe as arising energies. Continue the dance in your inner world, and beyond motion and commotion, become the body of ecstasy. That is our sun energy, and that is what we're celebrating right now, the dance. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and close your eyes. We have Jordan here doing live music. I'm really excited for us to dance together and continue to dance together. If you can maybe bring that image into your mind, what it would look like if the whole world just dropped what they were doing and began to dance together. That whirling and twirling ecstasy. That moment that we realize that really what we want to do, we really don't want to argue. We really don't want to cause all of this confusion and continue. We really just want to dance and celebrate each other. At the core of each and every one of us, that's really what we want to do. Can we return to that over and over and over again? So bring your hands to your heart center. We have a beautiful meditation to do at the end of class, so try not to have to leave too soon. Begin with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. The great poet Rumi said, beyond right and wrong, beyond right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. And that's exactly where we will dance. Release your hands and open your eyes. And come onto your hands and knees. And then press back into child's pose. And find your breath, your in-breath and your out-breath. Your in-breath and your out-breath. One of my sweet Green Witch sisters, she said the other day when we got together, she said, make sure that you learn to drink while you pour. All of you, all of us, that energy of giving, that energy that we offer, right, to each other. Now make sure you're drinking that same nectar, that you are allowing yourself that same radiance, that same nurturing. And then come on up to your hands and knees and begin your cat and cow. Move your spine. Get into that lower back and breathe into it. Any of your places that are calling you today, treat it like a dear friend. Move that spine. Move that breath. And let your mind dance with that breath. Maybe start to make some hip circles here. Nice job, you guys. Make sure you go in the opposite direction. Dancing through the neck, through the shoulders. Really good. And then press yourself back into downward facing dog. And then here, bend your knees deeply. Excuse me. Bend your knees deeply and lift your hips high to the sky. And then try some cat-cow here. This really gets right into that low back. Make sure your hands feel that soft reach into the floor, but also drawing the armpits up. So there's both giving and receiving. They're both extending and contracting. Gorgeous, nice. And then press those legs to straight. Drop down through those heels and breathe. Everybody just for a moment stopped what they were doing. Everybody just for a moment went, let's just dance. We realize that that is ultimately what we want to do. We want to live in harmony. Walk your feet to your hands, standing forward bend. Bend your knees just a little bit here so you have the opportunity to drop into your feet more. Fall into your toes and then fall into your heels. And then clasp your hands behind your back. Maybe even bend your elbows for a moment. And then take the arms up and over any amount. Enjoy this breath. Beautiful, you guys. And then release those hands down to the floor. And just for a moment, come back down to sit, just for a moment. And everybody, I want you to understand this so well. I want you to lift your hands up toward the screen. And I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. And I want you to feel how ridiculous it is that we can vibrate like this. And if we can vibrate like this, there's absolutely nothing that we can't do. If we can vibrate over these channels like a computer, there's nothing we can't do to vibrate higher love. Nothing. Inhale so deeply here. Can you feel it? Exhale, hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Your willingness, my willingness to be the sun. Our willingness to shine bright, to look at each other, even behind the masks, to look at each other with that smile. There's nothing that we can't do, right, Roz? Step your right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1, drop your back heel, inhale your arms to the sky. Front knee points at that second toe. Breathe your chest a little higher, draw your rib cage in, lean back, maybe even bend your elbows, lean back. And then clasp your hands behind your back, really nice, beautiful, you guys, and bow forward. I have a little team over here on my side you guys can't see. This is awesome. Take those arms up and over any amount. How beautiful is that? And then drop your hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank, pause. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra, press out through those legs. Keep your navel in, Jackie. Protect that back of yours. And press back, child's for a breath. Rise up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Don't you guys wish you could hear the music? Left foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Knee pointing right at that second toe. Lift your chest, nice, Susie. Lift your chest, lean back, lean back. Feel your ribs soften. Don't pop your ribs forward. And then clasp your hands behind your back and bow. I bow to this dance, this eternal dance. Yeah, that's it. Nice, Diane. Beautiful. Drop those hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Take it through plank pose. Maybe throw a Vashisthasana in there, you guys. Right hand holds you. Stack your left leg on top or drop your bottom knee. Nice, Veronica. You got it. Inhale deeply. Open that chest, Stacy. Open, open, open. Nice. Touchdown. Try the other side. Squeeze those legs. Remember, you can drop the bottom knee. That works really well. Just open that chest. And a nice, and touchdown. Move through the vinyasa, lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up, open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Press back to child's pose. Nice, Dina. Nancy. Take a nice deep breath, Allison. And then rise back up, downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Right foot steps forward. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. Look how beautiful. Warrior 2 is that moment that you can see what's right in front of you. Right? It's been very weird where we try to duck each other, right? You see somebody coming down the road and you cross. That never was our way before, right? But here we go. Let's come back into this dance where each one of us matters so much. Inhale the arms to the sky and then lean that right arm down your right leg. Stretch back. Gorgeous. And then straighten that front leg. Reach for that ankle. Reach, triangle pose. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe in and breathe out. Remember, as you lean yourself back here, you have this feeling because you're leaning back into space being held from behind you. Now extend those arms like crazy and then pull from fingertip to fingertip in so you pierce the back of your heart. And then touch down, downward facing dog. Now here's where you can drop down to your knees and rest. Here's where you can move through a vinyasa. Vinyasa through plank, lowering all the way down to your belly, rising up into cobra, pressing back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Virabhadrasana 2. Parallel that back foot to the back of your mat. Let your left knee point right at your left, at your second toe. Good. Feel the navel center pull in, but simultaneously widen your sit bones. Why? Because I don't want the double scoop of your tailbone, right? I want that to stay wide. And then inhale your arms up to the sky. Reach up as much as you're reaching up. I want you to drop down into your legs. And then slide your right arm down your right leg. Take your left arm up and back and feel that side body stretch. Carlos, you're rocking, man. Good, now straighten that left leg and take it into triangle pose. Keep the navel drawn in, lift the chest. Take the right arm to the sky. Be aware of your neck. See that if you do want to look down, totally cool. But otherwise draw the throat back so the chest moves forward. Pierce the back of your heart, you guys. First day, the first moment years and years ago that I felt the back of my heart, this wonderful feeling of piercing it forward. So ecstatic. Touch down, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Good, walk or jump to the front of your mat, please. Standing forward bend. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward and up, chair. Good, rise up to stand. Take a baby back bend. Keep the rib cage in. Keep the top thighs back. And bring your hands to your heart center. And close your eyes. Close your eyes and breathe deep. It's said that there is a million tiny suns within each cell of our body. Ayurvedically, we say that during this time of the year when the sun is its strongest, it's the time to meditate on the sun. We understand what the sun radiance means and how it blesses us. And we're in new moon, you guys, new moon. So it's time for all those blessings to put out all those prayers, all those requests for ourselves and the world. So whenever we bring our hands to prayer position, I always say, don't miss the chance to pray. Pray for that dance, for the eternal dance. Each one of us get on board with it. Good. Let your eyes open. Hug your left knee into your chest, please. Draw the navel in. Shoot your butt slightly back so you can widen the sit bones. And then take your arms up to the sky. Good. Now start to take that left leg back behind you for Virabhadrasana 3. Don't worry if you fall. How do you learn to balance if you don't learn to fall? And then if you can, continue to take your hands down to the floor into a standing split. Use blocks if you have them. And breathe deeply. Don't hold your breath here. Breathe wildly, statically. Good. Bring your left foot up to meet your right foot. Bring your hands to your hips. Push down through your legs. Rise up to stand. Release your arms alongside the body. Turn your palms face forward and breathe. Good. Hug your right knee into your chest. Get tall here. Send your navel in. So one of the requests was low back. So take your back and round it a little bit here. So as you have that knee up, it's awkward to do that, but see what happens. You can even tuck your chin into your chest and round for a minute just to get the fullness in that lower back. Good, then reach your arms to the sky. Keep the navel drawn in. And then reach that leg back behind you for Virabhadrasana 3. But don't forget that little rounding in your back or maybe the bent standing leg is gonna help your lower back stretch, not just contract. Roz, beautiful, yep. And then let those hands come down to the floor. Good, Andra. Beautiful, you guys. Standing split. Remember, blocks underneath your hand is nice. So your right leg is still in the sky. You're spreading those toes. Scooping that low belly. Good, and then bring both feet down to the floor. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward and up, chair. Bring your hands to your heart center. And prayer twist to the right. So you're either gonna take your hand or hook your elbow over your knee. You're gonna take your hand and press there or hook your elbow. Nice. Now grow your head a little bit longer, but push your thighs back. Feel your heels here. Feel your fire here. And then touch down, hands to the floor. Open and close your mouth. Bend your knees. Reach your arms forward and up, chair. Before you come into this spinal twist, I want you to think of all the organs of your body getting a wonderful squeeze here. So take your spinal twist with that in mind. This is a perfect way for detoxing, for cleansing. Breathe a lot. Breathe a lot here. Tack that right hip crease back. Yep, keep your knees in the same line. Good job, you guys. Touch down, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. And drop down to your knees and press back into child's pose or sit up on your heels if you prefer. Breathe deeply. The Radiant Sutras. This is the conversation between the god and the goddess. The conversation reminds us of the radiance that we are. This is verse 147. Worship does not mean offering flowers. It means offering your heart to the vast mystery of the universe. It means letting your heart pulse with the life of the universe without thought and without reservation. It means being so in love that you are willing to dissolve and be recreated in every moment. You're willing to dissolve and be recreated in every moment. Our breath offers us that, right? Every moment we exhale, we dissolve, and every moment we inhale, we create. Come on up to your hands and knees, please. Thread your right arm underneath your left, so threading the needle, right arm underneath your left. Taking your right ear down to the mat. Press your seat back. Enjoy your breath. Feel that sense of moving through the spine, twisting, but keep your legs and hips steadfast. Really nice. Gorgeous, Ruchi, Chrissy, Nancy. Good, come on up and change sides. Feel your breath here. Feel your skin here. Really nice, you guys. Great twist, Dan. Good. Come on up. Downward facing dog. Step that right foot forward. Open up to Virabhadrasana 2 once again. Good, Susan. Drop into your pelvis so you feel the weight down into your legs, but then get more etheric as your navel draws up to your heart, to your throat, and to the crown of your head. And then drop your right forearm down onto your right thigh. Take your left arm over your ear. Good. Extend through that arm, but also draw it into you. Nice, Stacy. Yep. Good. Come on up. And then straighten that front leg, Ileana. Gorgeous. And reach toward triangle once again. Each time you return to triangle, I do think triangle is one of my favorite poses. Every time you return to it, see how much wider you can expand your wings. Robin, take your shoulder back more than your arm. Take your shoulder, top one, shoulder, shoulder. Yeah. Sometimes we reach our arm back further and the shoulder pops forward. So get that shoulder back. Good, Dana. Yep, you got it. And then bend your knee. Here we go. Ardha Chandrasana. New moon, I'm calling it today. I'm renaming the poses. New moon pose. And it's that energy where, you know, it goes from that fullness. And then it almost as if I have this visual of me receiving that radiant light back into me when that moon, excuse me, gets new moon or dark moon. Reach back for that ankle if you can here. Great to use a block that you don't have. Good. Now open, 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 open. And step back, downward facing dog. Yeah, remember, you know, some of you are just coming into yoga, right? Keep your rounding in your back, navel in, and then draw your shoulders back. Otherwise, if you overarch in your spine, it's not going to feel good at all. Left foot forward, Vera 2. Left forearm on left thigh, right arm over your ear, and or you can take your left hand down to a block or to the floor. That's up to you. Really nice. Navel in, powerful navel. Make sure that knee is pointing right at that second toe and not passing the ankle. Inhale, back up, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten that front leg. Reach back into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keep those legs super steady here, steady legs. That left shin has a tendency to want to bow. So hug that shin in. That's it. Fall onto that big toe side of that foot. And then use that sense of opening. That's it. That looks so nice, you guys. And then bend that knee and come forward to new moon pose. What's half moon anyway? What is that? Yeah, you got this. Nice, Allison. See if you'd like to reach back for that ankle. Or stay exactly where you are. Nice, Kim. Yasmin. Good, Tara. Inhale deeply. Susan, beautiful. Drop it back, Jan. Downward facing dog. Take it through a vinyasa, you guys. Actually, let's do this. Come to plank. Lay down on your belly and turn your cheek to this side for a moment. And then breathe very deeply into your back body. Relax those arms. Hi, Ludmila. Can you breathe into your back body here? I know all of you do this, but I'll remind you. It's really beautiful each and every day to take a moment to breathe into every part of the inner body, the inner physical body. You're breathing into your kidneys, breathing into your liver, breathing into your heart, breathing into your adrenals. Breathe into this inner body. We do it through meditation for sure. We take the moments to really have gratitude, as we always do, for all the inner workings that goes on without us paying attention. Good. If you have your cheek to one side, turn it to the other side. Beautiful. And then go ahead and bring your hands by your rib cage, preparing for cobra. Hi, Elena. Remember to press your toes down into the floor as you lift up your head, neck, and chest. And then bend your elbows a lot to sink into the back of your heart. Pierce there. Nice, Dana. Yep, Robin. And downward facing dog. Good, Audrey. Lily Bell. Okay, step that right foot forward. Take the left leg to the sky, standing split. Now we're going to do twisting new moon pose. So right arm's going to reach up to the sky, right arm up. Maybe reach back for that ankle, maybe stay right where you are. And then squeeze into your internal organs and then open up your chest more. So pull and squeeze your spine and then open up. Brilliant. Release, downward facing dog. Brilliant. Vinyasa of choice or none. You can rest on your knees as well. Nice, Nancy, little tongue out. Ah. Good, Yasmin. That's why you're my friends. Never miss a chance to be a Kali. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Left foot forward, right leg to the sky. Good. Twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Left arm to the sky. Reach up. Yeah, and make sure, let's try this. Let's bend your left knee for a moment and move your left knee a little wider to the left. And then lift your left low belly a lot as you extend. So I'd love for you to become very crooked, right? So you get yourself into the bent mode and then push out of that. Push out. Be ready to dance, you guys. And dancing means falling one step back, 1 foot forward. That's called a dance. Good. Nice, Roz. And release, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Come forward to plank. All right, just for fun, you guys. I know, just for fun, lift your right leg up. Navel in, navel in, navel in. Don't turn your cameras off. I'm watching you. And then take your right leg back and up behind you, down dog split. Then bring your heel to your butt and open up, stacking your right hip on top of your left. You can always rest in child's pose. I get that. Good. And then straighten that leg, lower that leg down. Come forward to plank. Lift your left leg up, navel engaged. Now press all the way back to split. Left leg back and up behind you. Bring your heel to your butt. Open up, stacking your hip. Nice. Beautiful, you guys. Lower that leg back down. Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Standing forward. Ben, Jane, nice job. Ronnie, beautiful. Lorna, awesome work. Good. Bend your knees. Reach your arms forward and up the chair. Rise up to stand. Take a little baby back bend. Do not jut your ribs forward. Keep them drawn in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Release your arms alongside the body. Close your eyes and feel what the world needs now. Love, sweet love. Just imagine the entire world dancing together. Just for a moment, we dropped everything and we said to each other, don't worry, we'll come back to being angry at each other soon. But for just this moment, let's just dance. For just this moment, let's put music in our ears of love and laughter. Don't worry, we'll go back to being pissed at each other. That's okay. Just drop it for a minute. Good, open those eyes. Bring your left knee into your chest. Good, and come into tree pose. How happy have the trees been, right? Take your arms into any variation. Maybe the elbows bend. Maybe you bring your hands behind your head. It's definitely moments that we become more aware. Go ahead and bend your standing leg for a moment. I know that's awkward, and send your butt back just a little bit more. Good, and then when you go to straighten that standing leg, the sit bones are wide, so now straighten the leg back up, keep the navel in and reach a little higher. Nice, nice, nice. Elena, beautiful. And then go ahead and release. Lisa, nice. Good, Sue. All right, second side. Remember your relationship between your right foot and your inner left thigh, or below your knee, or posting on the floor. And then feel that sensation of lifting higher by bending your standing leg and shooting your butt back just a little bit. That's going to give you space at your low back, and then pull the navel in and then extend everything straight. So you're going to grow an inch taller. Nice, Veronica. And you're going to breathe here. Reach, 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 reach. Nice, Beth. Yep, reach, 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 reach. Valerie, beautiful. And come on back down. Good, inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Bring your left leg back behind you, lower your knee to the mat. Inhale your arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Diane's in the sun, beautiful. Nice, Ruchi. All right, bring both hands down to your right thigh and press your thigh forward as you feel the sensation in your left top thigh, right? That's gonna feel hard, so push your left butt cheek back just a little bit more, widen your inner left thigh just a little bit more. And then take those arms up to the sky. And I want you to feel yourself taking your back bend here, lean back. But again, be very cautious of your rib cage popping forward. Don't do it. Pull your rib cage in. Jane, gorgeous. Nice, Lily Bell. You got it. Hands down to the floor. Good, Ludmila. Beautiful. And do half Hanuman. So straighten that front leg. Dig the heel down. Draw it back. And then I want you to get the sit bones to go wide, and as they move wide, lean forward over that front leg. So where you're going to get stuck in your hamstrings, you guys, is when you have that leg straight, obviously, but also if you can widen. So let's do this, you guys. Bring both hands inside of your right foot and then turn your right foot in slightly. Let your right butt cheek go more to the right, so widen it. And as you do that, now slide that leg forward just an inch more, just an inch more. Maybe you'll get a little bit more space there. And then when you turn the toes straight up, pull the heel back. Nice. You could do that like at any moment. You could turn the toes in, get the right butt cheek to go more to the right. Inching forward, inching forward, inching forward. Good. And release, downward facing dog. Vinyasa of choice or none? Beautiful. Rock stars. Left foot forward, right knee on the mat. Inhale the arms to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Nice, Linda. Reaching up, reaching up, reaching up. And then place your hands on your thigh, press forward. You'll notice the right thigh, how it gets that sense of getting stuck, right? So move your right butt cheek back and wide. So you get the inner thigh to press wide. You do the same with your left inner thigh and then scoop the navel, draw up. Remember, every time you bring the navel in, you're gonna get too much of a tuck in your tailbone. So send that back and then get taller there. Shoulders back. Yes. Arms back up to the sky. Gorgeous, you guys. And then touch down, Ardha Hanumanasana. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. And you can bring both hands inside if you'd like. Turn your left toes in so you get that nice feeling of widening your inner left thigh. It's almost like overdo it for a minute, right? You get a lot, you really push that wide. And then you can slide that leg, and you could even pull that leg a little bit more. If it was on a clock, you could pull it out to like a number 10. So you get a little wider space. So you're opening up space where there's feels like it's stuck. That's it. Nice. And then feel yourself move that leg maybe a little bit more forward. Maybe you're at your spot where you're just going to breathe right there. That's it. Kim, look at you. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Take a breath or two wherever you are. Really nice, Kristen. That looks really good, Kristen. Nice job. I know. And downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Puppies have had enough. Isn't this over yet? Good. And let's jump to squat. And take a seat and lie on your back. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Thanks, Ileana. Yeah, most of you disappear when you go down to the floor. Thanks, Ronnie. Readjusting so I can see you and yell at you. Good. Keep your knees bent and breathe deeply, please. Chrissy, you have a whole team there. Team Chrissy. Animals definitely believe that when we're on the floor, we're there for them. There's no other explanation. So let your belly be soft here, soft belly breathing. Don't pull in your navel here. Enjoy your skin as it dissolves. I like to think of my inhale, bringing my breath to my skin and giving me that remembrance, right, of that self. And then when I exhale, I like the skin to dissolve and that feeling of being so present in this eternal ecstasy. Breathe in and breathe out. You who have been seeking whatever path you are on, a moment will come when divine pulsation grabs you and carries you into its dance. In the midst of ecstatic motion, your body dissolves into light, leaving only the softly glowing benediction of the bones. You become the face of fury, yet serene within. Eyes fly open in amazement, seeing the unseen vastness. Or you become a tongue tasting upward into the nectar of eternity, where the soul reveals itself to itself through movement, energy infused, your hands, your feet, your spine, your face, your form. The invisible loves the visible. So bend your elbows here. Re-engage that navel, plant your feet well. And press down through your shoulders. Before you even take it up into your back bend, I want you to press down deeply into your shoulders. What's that going to do is press your rib cage to the sky. Now I want you to soften your rib cage and then lift your hips up. And I want you to breathe, maybe clasping your hands underneath you, maybe staying right there. Nice, Kathy. Make sure your feet are pointing straight ahead. And then lower all the way back down. Meditate on your sun energy today. What is the power of the sun for you, within you? The fire in you. Transformation, destruction, illumination. I'd like you to take it into one final back bend, so that can be turning over onto your belly and reaching back for your ankles. That can be a full back bend, reaching your hands back by the ears and lifting yourself up to a full back bend. That can be coming up to camel if that's something you would like to do. So one final back bend. You could stay in bridge. Beautiful, my friends. Keep that rib cage in. Nice. So nice, you guys. Good choices. Nice, Kathy. Yep, great choices. And come on down. Good, Ronnie. I like that. Good. Rest for a moment. If you turned onto your belly, go ahead and turn back onto your back. And then slowly hug your knees into your chest. Enjoy your breath here. And then lift and shift your hips to the right and let your knees drop to the left. Twist. Breathe deeply here, my friends. Open wide through the arms. And then come back to center, lift and shift your hips to the left and let your knees drop to the right. Press your low back, press that low back more to the left side of your mat and then open your chest more. And then come on back. Hug your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg. Good luck, Ronnie. Good, and again, take it into spinal twist. Right knee is gonna go to the left. Again, you wanna take your hips a little bit more to the right. And then maybe take your right hand down to hold your extended, that left ankle, if you'd like. Little thigh stretch there if you want. Yeah. I love seeing all of your animals, you guys. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center and switch to the other side. Magic that you bring to every day. Our mission, right, in life is to return over and over and over again to the heart. To have a unified heart, one heart that multiplies. Good, come on back up. And then hug your knees into your chest, roll up to sit. So we're gonna do a healing mantra together. And find that comfortable seat for yourself. Yeah. Are we good, George? All right. Hold on, I have to set myself up here too. You want us to here? Yeah. All right. So you have your comfortable seat. And we're going to bring our hands up just like this. Wider. Yeah. Right. You gotta go wide though, Cam. I just did that to show you. Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to do a beautiful chant together. Where do you want to go? Okay. So listen and you will be able to join in. World healing.
Sun, the moon, the earth, and me, vibrating so beautifully. Moments that we hold and let go. Only heal our collective soul. So Rama Dasa Sa
se soham. Ramadasa sa se soham. Ramadasa sa se soham. Ramadasa sa se soham. Sa se soham. Ramadasa sa se soham. Ramadasa sa se soham. Before you take your hands down, turn them back to the screen. Feel that energy, that pulsation, that love, that it knows no boundaries. It knows no countries. It knows nothing that stands in the way of love. That vibration in each and every one of us, the power of our vibration. May it heal the world's this beautiful summer solstice. And then release those hands back down and lie on your back, please. And relax. Completely relax. Begin to deepen your breath. Let your body begin to stretch and yawn in any way that serves you well. You're lying on your back, roll to the right side and come on up to sit. For just a moment, close your eyes. Once again, picture the whole world dancing if that's a visual that's pleasing to you. Laughing, hugging. And I realize very clearly that conflict pushes us. I get that. Just for a moment, let's lay it all down and let's just dance. The bright light of the sun, and the moon as it becomes our new moon. All of our blessings and prayers and hopes and dreams. Put it out there and trust it. Bringing your hands together at your heart center. We'll close the class with one Om. So deep breath in. Om. Big thanks to Jordan Chiolis, my son Josh. Thank you guys, each and every one of you. And for Veronica, my ever-present friend. Let me unmute you.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome.
And I love the song that you and Josh did. So beautiful.
The Ramadasa,
Yeah.